Spiritbox dropped their new album, Tsunami Sea.
Yes, they did.
This, let me get my like 5 words out because I know
Okay.
this is like one of your most anticipated records since it was announced.
Hmm.
Um, this is my first. Well, no, we reviewed Eternal Blue and then we reviewed the EP that they dropped in the middle of Eternal Blue to this one. But honestly, Eternal Blue, I don't remember much. I just remember that everyone fucking loved it. I listened to it and I went, "This is fine," and I like haven't revisited it. To be completely honest, I haven't. So with this record, I kind of took it as an opportunity to reintroduce myself to Spiritbox now that I am already kind of desensitized to metal. Not desensitized, because that makes it feel like it's not a thing that I want. I love metal. I love metal. So now that I really enjoy the genre, I wanted to go into this with kind of an open mind. This is my new introduction to Spiritbox. I'm a changed woman. Um, and holy fuck, this album is incredible. Every single track is a fucking ass beater. Soft Spine is still one of my favorite tracks off of it. I think it's fucking crazy. I think the title track is fucking crazy. I think Ride the Wave is crazy. No Loss, No Love, another single that they dropped. Honestly, that is probably one of my favorite tracks off of there as well. It is a very cohesive, easy to listen to, just beautiful record. It blows me away every single time I fucking think about it. I'm gonna be so real. I got into a couple more of their other singles just from past records, just listening to Spotify radio, and I've added a lot of them to my liked songs because I'm like, fuck, why haven't I been into them before? Like all of these songs are incredible.
Hmm.
So I think my brain is finally ready for Spiritbox, and I'm so excited because they're such a great band. Um, I think Courtney LaPlante is one of the best vocalists, metal vocalists, just in general right now. Um, I'm very excited, and this is huge. This is huge. So I like it a lot, but now go ahead.
Well, real quick, listen to the first three songs off Eternal Blue. One of the best 3-track runs ever, hands down.
Okay,
That's not even a hot take. If you disagree with me, that's too bad.
you're wrong.
Listeners, yeah, that's
Yeah.
phenomenal 3-track run.
Mhm.
This album, incredible. Absolutely phenomenal. As I said, one of my most anticipated releases of the year. Or as Glory said, honestly, I said it in the review that went out today, Monday, the throwback review, the Fall Out Boy one.
Eating out your
Yeah,
ex-girlfriend.
because I had to listen to that album Friday morning instead of this right away.
Yeah.
But I have one small gripe, and it's nothing to do with the album itself, and it has everything to do with the rollout.
Okay.
The album itself is overall heavy. That's absolutely they're a metalcore band. That's just what they are.
Mhm.
But the straight up ass beater tracks, most of them were singles. There are plenty of heavy riffs throughout the album, and I kind of kept it in the back. I kept it in the back of my mind because the rollout with the last record was kind of the same way, where it's like a lot of the ass beaters were out there already, and then the rest of the tracks were a little bit more of that atmospheric type of vibe with heavy riffs, but not like super ass beater across the board. And that was kind of my initial like, do I really like this band or do I just like the singles? I like the band, obviously.
Mhm.
I think Eternal Blue is fucking phenomenal and it quickly
Yeah.
grew on me. So I kept that in the back of my mind. And, Perfect Soul was the fantastic kind of middle ground between Soft Spine and No Loss, No Love. But No Loss, No Love and Soft Spine kind of lead on to make you think that this album is going to be a lot heavier and straight up ass beater, not heavier, just straight up ass beaters across the board than there really are. Really, the only other song, in my opinion, that is just a straight up ass beater is the first track, Fata Morgana. I think that's how you say it. And I love that song. I love the way it opens the record. I think that Spiritbox does their openers fantastic. They really set the tone for what you're gonna get. And I love to be kicked in the teeth right away. I think the Black Rainbow right after that is fantastic, and it's a great 1-2 punch. Perfect Soul levels you out right away. So I think the beginning of the album is awesome. Crystal Roses is a little bit different. It's like very heavily like auto-tuned on Courtney's voice, but I think that it creates a super unique track, and is one of my favorites for that reason. Tsunami Sea, the title track, is awesome. Deep End, wound up being about their former bassist Bill, who passed away. It wasn't written about him; it was written before the before he passed away. But Courtney has since said that that track kind of took form and became about him after his passing, and it kind of I read that. Right before hearing that track, and it instantly changed the way I look at that track, and I think it's a really powerful closer. Now knowing that little tidbit of information about the song, that's not to mention the song already being a super powerful closer, but knowing that little bit about it pushes it over the edge.
Sure.
Across the board, all bangers. My favorites are still Soft Spine, No Loss, No Love, and the opening track, because I love being pummeled in the fucking face. But across the board, this album is phenomenal. I hands down, love it so much. I'm glad I came away loving it, because I ordered the vinyl from Target on Friday before we did the review, so before I had heard the album for the first time. And I was like, oh, I hope I like it. Because I'm gonna go.
That doesn't impact anything, because you ordered like fucking 5-6 vinyls of Greatest Hits by Water Park, so you didn't like that record, but you learned to love it.
I had 20 copies, and I was like, Gloria, I don't think I like the album. And you were like,
wait, are you joking?
I bought all the variants.
You actually
remember?
have 20?
Yeah, I lost count. I have so many, but I had all the vinyls sitting there, and I heard the album for the first time. And you're like, you're gonna have to listen to it again, buddy. It's gonna be okay.
You just, because I wasn't. I was like, but I didn't commit. I have one variant.
Yeah.
20.
Spiritbox, they're going on a U.S. tour. Headline kicks off next month. Limited tickets are left. You should go. I will personally be at the Philly show, New Jersey. I won't be able to make, because the goddamn used residency playing the first 3 albums in full.
You up so many times. This is like the 5th show where you're like, I can't go. The used is playing.
But this one, but luckily this one, because I was going to do New York City, but that also conflicts. Because I like the room that they're playing in New York City. But luckily, this tour, I was able to find a date that worked for me and make everything work. But there has been so many that have been conflicted because of this goddamn
like
used.
3. Genuinely, yeah.
This better be the best 3 shows of my life. I'm just putting that out there. No pressure to used.
Can I say something like...
They've only genuinely disappointed me one time, and I've seen them.
They've only disappointed me one time, and I've only seen them once. So I think that's why I'm a little sour.
Yeah, they've only really genuinely disappointed me one time, but to get to hear those 3 records in full will be worth it. The tour,
you can always just listen to it on Spotify.
Yes, but I've seen them live. The tour package for that Spiritbox tour is phenomenal. You got Loathe, Gel, and Dying Wish. What a lineup. I am most excited to see Dying Wish again, because I love them, but their headlines are always like wacky. Like a lot of the tours that they come through on where it's like just them that I'm excited about kind of conflict for me, and I'm like, I don't want to make the trip just to see them. So they're going to be there, and I am so excited because I love both those bands so much. Finally get to see Loathe and Gel, which will be fantastic.
Loathe.
And Spiritbox will be touring the rest of the year. They got some dates with Linkin Park overseas, so they're going to be busy. I'm sure of it. But the headline's the first thing up.
Hells yeah, that's fucking hype. Yeah.
Hell yeah.